Can anyone tell me why? I have a car, a house, and money, so why am I still single in my 30s? As an outsider at least, can someone please tell me why?
There are only two options for older single women, either settle or stay single. If you're not willing to settle, but still want someone with good conditions, good looks, and a good personality, of course you won't find anyone. Why would someone who has good conditions, good looks, and a good personality choose someone older like us?
No, you can't stay 18 forever, but there will always be someone who is 18. If you're not willing to settle, then you'll just have to stay single. As for the bride price, the man gives however much he can. I think the bride price is really just poor people making things difficult for each other, because if you ask a rich person for a bride price, you'd feel embarrassed to even bring it up, afraid they'd look down on you. Usually, the poorer the family, the more they ask for. If I really liked a guy, I wouldn't even mention the bride price.
He can give however much he wants, and I would never think it's too little. I saw a comment from a guy. He said, as someone who has pursued older single women, he wants to give everyone a piece of advice. Never get involved with women over 30. Because among these people, when it comes to choosing between making money and finding a partner, they'll choose the money that comes from finding a partner.
So what exactly has everyone been through? Older single woman? It sounds like a derogatory term, doesn't it? But eligible bachelor is also used to describe single people, yet the connotations are so different. Why is there such a big difference? Being single isn't scary, and being older isn't scary either. What's scary is...
It's being poor, you know? Make more money. Being single can be great too. Do you know why older single men aren't anxious in life? It's simple. Men only need to worry about whether they're poor or not, because once they're wealthy, there are plenty of young women out there. But for women, as they get older, their anxiety comes from the fact that their sexual value truly declines, and their reproductive value really hits a bear market. At this point, men who are financially well off generally won't choose them. The men who do are those without much financial strength. So it's only those who have lost their soul value who become anxious. As long as you have money, you won't feel anxious. For older single men, if they don't have money, there's no need to be anxious anyway. After all, you look down on them. And if they do have money, there's even less reason to be anxious. Women can't stay 18 forever, but there will always be 18-year-old women. I used to think that many men stayed single because they wanted to find someone younger and more beautiful.
But after talking with a lot of guys, I realized something. Actually, many men don't care about income, don't care about age, don't care about family background, or about building a warm home with you. They just want to find a normal person. By normal person, I simply mean someone who doesn't cheat, doesn't party all night, doesn't string people along, respects others, is affectionate, and isn't materialistic.
A lot of people have actually forgotten that this is the most basic principle of being a decent person. To be honest, I think that nowadays, just being normal already puts a girl ahead of more than 80% of people. What do you all think? A true expert will give up as soon as a girl rejects him the first time. Don't start wondering, what if she's just being reserved? If that's the case, let her be reserved alone in the cold wind. Someone who likes you will like you from the very beginning, and if someone doesn't like you, no matter how much you try to move heaven and earth, she still won't like you. True love is...
Most relationships that make you chase someone to get them are short-lived. This might sound like a cliche, but only those who've experienced it know it's true. Why has the marriage rate been so low these past years? Simply, guys don't want to get married. Many guys born in the 90s have been manipulated by PUAs so much they already know what marriage is about. If they chase you, you call them simps. If they try to reason, you accuse them of being PUAs talking about the future. You say he's just making empty promises, but in the end, it comes down to one thing: money. It's not that guys don't love you, but when they think about money, they just can't keep loving. To be honest, a guy can live without you, but not without money. Especially in big cities, what women need for marriage is money. Houses, cars, a bride price. These guarantee commitment and security. Women often say, if you love me, you should give me these. But guys born in the 90s are exhausted. They're scared of marriage and clear-headed about it. Simply put, whoever wants to get married can do it.
Have you noticed something? If a guy is single, as long as he doesn't get involved in any messy stuff, most of his debt comes from buying a house or a car. He might even have no debt at all. In fact, for most men, their debts are actually related to starting a family. But now, there's a new trend. The proportion of women in debt is rapidly surpassing that of men. I'm not just making this up. You can look up the relevant data if you don't believe me. Why is this happening? Some women are engaging in excessive spending ahead of their means. They pursue a high material lifestyle, and unlike men, their debts rarely have anything to do with starting a family. More often, it's about personal desires. So what do? They use marriage to resolve their debts, and that's the reason why gold-digging women have become more common. Because marriage can quickly fill the gap in their debts. So if you and your partner don't really know each other inside out, then doing a credit check and a premarital screening is actually quite necessary.
Have you noticed how relationships between men and women are getting more antagonistic, with clashing mindsets? Women think, I'll just wait for someone to come, spoil me, spend money, and give me material and emotional value. Men think, why spend money on you? I don't want to spend on anyone, or go out of my way to please. If being a simp, who's valued at home? Why be your servant? I heard an interesting saying, even the best housewife can't cook without rice, but if there's rice, the housewife will show off. What do you think?
Guys these days are really taking things seriously. They've reached a point of self-imposed singleness and are openly complaining about not wanting to get married. Last week, we even organised a matchmaking event in Ningbo with over 100 people, and surprisingly, not a single man showed up. It was all women. Eligible men are using this approach to push back against the current distorted state of marriage, even if it means gambling with their own youth. So, if in the future men all decide not to get married, what will happen to those leftover women who are asking for a high price? If I were a man, I wouldn't want a girlfriend either. Nowadays, women are either timid, foolish, greedy for money, or lustful and unattractive. There is a type of man that women are most afraid to mess with, the kind who, even after you've hurt him, doesn't choose to hurt you back in the same way. He's been through so much pain that you've caused him, yet he remains kind. Do you think such a man is easy to take advantage of, or that he's weak? That's not the case. He actually understands all these tricks and schemes better than you do. It's just that his innate upbringing makes him choose kindness. There are many things in this world that are truly remarkable. If you don't cherish them, then heaven itself, out of compassion, will protect them. In the end, they will surely meet someone who approaches them with complete sincerity.
The issue of high bride prices is in the spotlight again. The #1 central document names exorbitant bride prices and is taking strong action. Getting married won't mean draining family savings. Previously, sky-high bride prices frequently trended on social media. Preparing large sums, a house, a car, etc. was expected. In places like Jiangxi, Henan, the bride price could wipe out 3 generations' savings. Why has it become so outrageous? Simply, gender imbalance and a mentality of comparison have turned bride prices into a matter of saving face. The bride's family saw the gift as a pension guarantee, the groom's as economic competition. Both ended up in deep debt, dragging down marriage rates. That won't work. This document proposes comprehensive governance. The state will help you find a partner, with the Women's Federation and Communist Youth League acting as matchmakers through public welfare matchmaking. The gift is capped, for example, at 60,000 yuan, and those who exceed it can refuse to give. No need to sell everything for the gift, and some even fake marriage to cheat for it. It's impossible to just crack down on marriage scams and fraud. If anyone treats marriage as a business deal, the law will act. Also, there are changes to ceremonies. Now, when you marry, you don't have to throw a big banquet, and relatives and friends don't have to give costly gifts. The state helps you find a partner, avoid scams, and save money. Doesn't that make everyone feel more at ease? But changing old customs can't happen overnight. In some rural areas where people farm and money is tight, bride prices go up to show off. But is bride price really about saving face? Is it a blessing for marriage or just a backdrop for love? Maybe the real answer is to let young people earn more. When the economy improves and mindsets change, the problem can be solved. What do you think? Will these new measures work?
As for returning to the essence of reason, I haven't met a single guy who's truly sincere with me. I was just chatting with some friends, and we were talking about why I'm already 32 and still not married. And then I told them, I said, I'm just kind of pathetic. Wanting it all? How else can I want it all? I feel like I really enjoy my single life right now, and I just feel like if I got married, I wouldn't be able to live well. Why? I'm also scared. Every time I have a meal with friends, everyone says, you absolutely can't get married, Momo. Once you're married, life gets really tough. Look at me. I've been out drinking for a whole week. If things keep going like this, I might end up drinking for a whole month. They tell me about their wives, their husbands, all that mess, this issue and that issue, just like leaves on a tree. There's always something. When I think about my own bad temper, maybe you can't feel it through the video, but my temper is as stubborn as a mule, really bad. Even my mom and my brother say, my sister won't be able to find anyone. The people in the village say it too, and it kind of makes sense. Whenever I hear this, honestly, I just want to cry. To be completely honest, the reason I still haven't found a partner is because, well, I haven't met a guy who truly treats me sincerely. That's just how things are. That's the way it is. Everyone says they like me. Work hard on your speaking skills. They might sweet talk you for a week, but by the 8th day, they could already be looking for someone else. But if you think about it from another perspective, I've already given you 7 days. If you don't like me, am I supposed to cling to you like a shameless dog still trying to fool you? Why should I keep putting myself out there when you're so cold? When I think about it, I feel like people would have every reason to think I'm just being pathetic. Of course, there's a problem with that, but then I think, you were the one who liked me first, so you have to give me some time to start liking you, right? You can't just say you like me and expect me to immediately like you back, can you? Back then, I was really busy selling houses. I started work at 8 in the morning and didn't finish until 8 at night, spending the whole day at the office. I barely had any time off. And on top of that, as I've mentioned to everyone before, those years when I first went there, I had bad skin and acne, which made me feel pretty insecure. And then I never really thought about getting married, even up to now. Just now, a friend said to me, "You're always at the construction site. How are you ever going to find a partner?" And I thought, maybe this is just how my life is going to be. If I don't have that kind of fate, then I just don't. Maybe I missed out on my luck in a past life, so in this life, nothing's working out for me. You're not making fun of me. Go ahead and laugh. It's obvious. Obviously, if you can't sell yourself, you won't find anyone. Just look at these three.